Hey guys, and welcome to Car Guy 1999 Reviews. Today, courtesy of INFINITI of Nashua, we have the 2022 Acura MDX. I want to say this is the technology, however, I can just pull up my vAuto with no service. Is it tech? Yep, technology. Perfect. Alright. Take a look at this. Panoramic sunroof, NA V6 powered. I know I have the key on me. ELS studio sound system. That is actually a very, very good sound system. Now, I work for INFINITI. I think we all know that. So I've obviously spent a ton of time in the new QX60. This is our biggest competitor. I've driven the Type S. That's in its own thing. I'm going to try to avoid making comparisons because it's kind of weird as an INFINITI dealer selling a used version of a competitor. All I'm going to say is somebody bought this, hated it, and wanted a QX60. However, it really comes down to personal taste between the two of them. So actually, it's really nice to have this one on the lot to kind of allow customers to compare the two cars. Biggest thing with this car, that's not a touchscreen. You have to use this to navigate that. Gonna avoid that, although the one benefit is there shouldn't be any fingerprints on that screen. So you don't have to clean fingerprints off of it. There's that. But I will say, dynamically, this is a very fun car to drive. 10-speed automatic, I do believe. Definitely a decent transmission, good transmission tuning. Put it into drive. Also, when you change your dynamic modes, you're first of all going to see animations. Your ambient lighting and your gauge cluster are going to change depending on how you have the dynamic mode set. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take this thing out for a drive. So I'm gonna say off the bat, our big three in this segment would be, I mean, coming from INFINITI, the two cars that we're competing closest against is the RX 350 Lexus and the MDX. Those are our big competitors. We are obviously also aware of the Germans, but we're not really targeting them too much. Where this car is focused on being more of a driver-focused experience, the Lexus more focused...
I'm having trouble connecting. Check your network connection and try again.
Apparently it doesn't like it when I say the Lexus word.
I'm having trouble connecting.
I'm sorry.
Check your network connection and try again.
No, I don't want to. Stop. Please stop. No, it's not a touch. I did the thing. No. Wow. Oh my goodness, that was the best little segment I think I've ever seen. Oh my god. Alright, so you can see what I'm talking about getting used to the fact it's not a touchscreen. But apparently 24 hours is not a long enough period. Obviously it has the Amazon thing in here. I'm not gonna keep saying it, but the RX 350 is more focused on luxury whereas the QX60 is right in between. In terms of this, you have super handling all-wheel drive, so it's going to overpower the outside rear wheel to help the car rotate around a corner. It's definitely a more motorsports kind of approach to it, whereas us with the QX60 will grab the front inside brake, which is a much safer approach because you don't have to worry about dirt, debris on the outside of the corner causing the car to over rotate. So it's a much safer approach to it, and to be honest with you, probably a better approach with a SUV. In terms of this powertrain, I do believe it is a VTEC motor. However, unlike the Pilot and the previous gen MDX, I can't hear the VTEC changeover, so it might not be VTEC. I'm pretty sure it is, but either that or they very much diminished the changeover noise. I definitely feel it pull harder in the upper RPM. That's why I say I believe it is. You know, that whole segment up there with the touchscreen incident, that's why I do things one take. It gives you a very good approach, or a very good look, I should say, into genuinely what a car is like. This is not scripted. I didn't plan to have that issue, but it just shows you what cars are more approachable and which ones take some getting used to. And you know what? It takes a little bit of getting used to. I've spent time in a TLX. I've spent time in MDX. It takes a bit of getting used to, but after a week or so of driving this, I could probably get used to it. It's just, I have to get it out of my memory that every other car I drive, that's a touchscreen. And even in Mazda, I believe it is still a touchscreen, and you have dual controls. That's what it should be. But you know what? I'm going to move on from that and say, I think this is a more dynamic car. This is much more of a sport kind of feel, whereas QX60 is a very good blend. And you know, this is kind of lacking on some of the luxury aspects, whereas the QX60 blends the driving fun, the luxury, whereas the RX350, I can't say the brand, the RX350 is definitely more focused on luxury. But without further ado, that's the review. So 2022 MDX, pretty cool car, definitely in Type S form. So yeah, I don't know what I'm saying right now. Most of you are probably gone. Whoever's watching this, hey, leave a comment. Put a comment that says lion, because like the animal lion, and I might be able to comment back, because if any of you are seeing this right now, props to you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Lion.